Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in and thanks for watching my show. Today I want to talk to you about something called manipulation. It's in all of our lives. We all know what it is. We're about halfway through January and it might be time for you to evaluate your life, who's in it and who shouldn't be in it, right? And certainly manipulators shouldn't be in it, or maybe you're a manipulator and you need to set a goal to 2019 to change. So let's talk about 5 types of manipulators that I read about in a book by Donald Miller called Scary Close. If you like to read, I'd highly recommend the book. I like a lot of what Donald has to say. I don't like everything, but that's the beauty of books. It allows you to read things and live in tension. It's something that we desperately need in our society. If you don't like to read, you're off the hook, because I'm going to tell you about these 5 types of manipulators and you'll get to look into your life and see if they're there. So the first person is the scorekeeper. This is the person who manipulates by keeping score. I did this, so you do that. You did this, so I do that. Can you take me to the airport? No, why not? Well, but didn't I take and come over and help you clean your house? They're keeping score all the time, and that's manipulation. The second person is the judge. Miller tells a really funny story about a girl that he was dating and how her mom was a judge. She kept people in line through fear, through judgment, through right? And we all know people like that who manipulate through judgment. Maybe you're that, maybe that's your go-to manipulation. The third type of manipulator is what Miller calls the false hero. This is the person who sets themselves up for you. They're always helping you so that you help them. In fact, if you don't help them, they use a little bit of scorekeeping and it blows up, and they offer you more than they can give, right? So they talk about things that they know they can't give. In dating, one of the ways that this presents itself is people start talking about marriage long before they should, long before they're ready, because they're offering more than they can give. You might find an employer who offers things that they have no intentions of giving, right? That's manipulation. Anytime we're stuck, we're in a place where we're offering, or someone's offering us more things than they can really deliver on, that's the false hero. And the next one is fearmonger. This is the person that manipulates through fear. If you're not with them, your life's going to fall apart. If you're not with them, their life's going to fall apart. A lot of times we'll see this in romantic relationships that are breaking up. Somebody threatens suicide. They don't really mean it. Even though we have to treat it seriously, they don't really mean it. They're just trying to manipulate the person coming back to them. My daughter probably sees this a lot in her high school friends and the relationships that they have every day when they're breaking up, when they're not going the way they want them to. They use fear to manipulate the person, do what they want. The last person, Donald Miller calls him a flopper. I call him the false victim. This is a person who takes maybe actual true blue trauma and they change it and they make it their identity. They run through life constantly bleeding on people that didn't hurt them because they have a trauma and they're a victim. They use their victimization to excuse poor behavior, to manipulate you. Well, you don't understand how hard my life is. You don't understand this. You don't understand that. I'm the victim. My parents did this. My wife did that. My ex-husband did this. And they're just always victimizing themselves and using that as an excuse. Now here's the thing. There are people that really are victims of really bad things. But we can't use that bad thing, to excuse poor behavior in our own lives. So those are the 5 types of manipulators. I would encourage you, I did a whole podcast on this. It actually went 30 minutes where we talk about it in length. What happens with manipulators? What happens when we're tempted to be a manipulator? How do we use healthy coping skills to move past manipulation? If you'd like to find that podcast episode, I'd encourage you to go to joemartino.com and just click on the podcast episode, or click on the podcast link. It is the latest episode, and right down here you should be able to see the podcast number. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. YouTube has made it a little bit more difficult, so hit that notify all the time button. If you found value in this, please share it with your friends. Put it on your social media. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time.